watching 48 Blitz OT, sponsored by Alabama Concrete.
We got scores. We got some more scores. Did I mention we got scores? A lot of them. As I'm out here listening to myself on my own phone, what is happening? Lauderdale County with a big win, 46-0. How about Sylvania? Really good game with Pisgah a week ago in a non-region matchup between a 3A and 2A school, but Sylvania back at it in Class 3A. They get the win by 36 tonight against Glencoe on the road. We got Fife. We got Sheffield. Fife gets the win in Class 2A, 53-6 in Panthers country. Sheffield takes care of Cherokee in Class 2A as well. Big matchups across the area. Pisgah gets the win 52-0 over Whitesburg Christian. Remember, Pisgah undefeated right now in Class 2A. Got a big game looming with Fife in a couple of weeks. How about Red Bay? Big win over Tharptown, 50-14. Madison Academy, no issues with Asbury. They win 56-0 in a 3A matchup on the road, rather. How about this unbelievable Friday night? I wish I could talk a lot about our game of the week. There's no need to, because you had two top 5 teams within the state in Class 6A Region 7. Number 4, Muscle Shoals on the road at number 5, Hartselle. JP Kane Stadium was rocking. Our own Cam Durr was there and has an amazing recap of this contest.
Two top 5 teams in Class 6A meet tonight with eyes on the top spot in the region. Muscle Shoals coming into Hartselle for the first time in 2 seasons. Early on in this one was looking pretty one-sided. Tigers beating the defense with balance. Noah Lee breaks open the scoring on the QB keeper late in the first quarter, following a fumble recovery and a pair of scores by Rye Fletcher in the second. Hartselle was up to a 21-0 lead. But the Trojans wouldn't be the number 4 team in the state without some game. And late in the second, they found it. Passing touchdown to Brandon Armstead. The following kick return, a big-time recovery by the Trojans that they'd turn into points. When Jacquez Green got loose on the edge, Muscle Shoals goes into halftime down a score. Tigers lead 21-14 at the half.
And this was an incredible game. This game ended up going to not 1 but 2 overtimes. Hartselle attempting a field goal would muff the snap there. This would go into the hands of Muscle Shoals, and Muscle Shoals would walk it off with the rushing TD to come away with a monster road win, and in the process snapping a 3-game losing streak to Hartselle with a big win on the road, 54-49. And with that, Muscle Shoals all alone in first place in Class 6A Region 7. Joining us, the head man in charge of the winning team in Muscle Shoals, Scott Baisden. And Coach, man, have you caught your breath yet?
Yeah, I don't know if I got any left.
Listen, man, that was an unbelievable game between 2 elite programs. I just want to ask, what was going through your mind as this game continued to just escalate, especially on the scoreboard with so many points scored and both teams being aggressive and playing winning football, wanting to win the game as you got into overtime?
Well, I think it says a lot about both of our programs. That, I think Hartselle is really well coached, and I think our guys do a great job, and just real proud of our kids. Just resilience they show, being down 21-0, and nothing was going our way early. We couldn't get out of our own way and just kept falling back, and finally got the lead there at the end of the game, and then they hit a big post over the top on us and took it into overtime, and just real proud of our kids and coaches, and it was a great atmosphere. It's what high school football is about. I don't like those type of games, but it was great to be a part of it.
Yeah, Coach, it was electric out there. You could just see it as you all were preparing for kickoff. Just fans just there a couple hours early before the game, and then, of course, actually the actual game. I want to move to the overtime and the fact that you're program and your players continue to stay disciplined, stay focused, and play each play, because in turn, you got a bad snap there, your team muffs that out, and then ultimately you walk it off with a rushing TD to win the game. Can you walk us through those two big plays, especially the game winner in the second overtime via a rushing score?
Well, we've been trying to block the punt all night. They were sort of rushing the snap, keep us from jumping the time of it, and just luckily they mishandled it that time, and we was able to tackle him before he could get it down, and then come back out and just ran a nail play, what we call nail, just coming right up the middle, and thought our offensive line did a great job, and running back got it, or got it in the end zone, and it was. I was glad it was over with, Dave, the truth.
Tell me the young man that ran that score in. Will you tell me what his name was? Troy Hampton. Just wanted to showcase him. I mean, running the football in there for the game winner there. I want to ask you, and I'll leave you with this. You have always wanted to play elite competition outside of region play to prepare you for moments like this for your program and your organization when you get into a contest like this within the region. How much did your non-region contest, what you all do on a day-to-day basis, prepare you for moments like this, being down 21-0, having a back-and-forth affair in the second half, and then ultimately winning it in overtime?
I think iron sharpens iron, and you want to play great competition. A lot of people try to just go get wins, but we try to play the best to make us a lot better, and that's really what you look at, because it doesn't matter outside the region; it matters when you get in the region, and fortunately we've been able to play some really good teams.
Coach, enjoy it. I know you all are headed back to Muscle Shoals. Congratulations on a monster win, and best of luck for the rest of the season. But enjoy this one. I know you got to get ready for next week. But, man, huge win. We appreciate you taking some time to join us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That is the head coach of the Muscle Shoals Trojans, Scott Basin. Man, what a win tonight. You're down 21-0. You're on the road. You're in a hostile environment. You're at one of the toughest places to play in North Alabama in J.P. Cain Stadium. Fans are on top of you. It's going crazy in there. You rally back to knot it up in the second half. You go back and forth with this team. It got to 42-42. It went to 49-49. And ultimately, a couple of plays, the difference for Muscle Shoals is they win it in double overtime to remain undefeated, but more importantly, atop the Class 6A Region 7 standings. There are two other teams in Class 6A Region 7 that are really good as well. Both came in with a 1-1 record, respectively, tied for third within the region. That is Coleman. That is Athens. The Golden Eagles on the road in Bearcats country tonight as we head to this matchup between these two really good teams in the region as well. We pick it up in the first quarter in this contest. Quarterback Brogan Gross, play fake, pump fake. He finds John McIntyre alone in the end zone for the score. Next possession for Athens, it's Gross finding Johnson Spiegel over the middle. Spiegel gets stopped short of the goal line, but that's why you keep fighting. Inch by inch, yard for yard, and you get into the end zone with a little help from your big fellas up front. Athens was up 14-0 early. The Golden Eagles go on the road and face a upstart Coleman 34-28. We got Scottsboro. We got Guntersville. Two teams undefeated in Class 5A Region 7. Scottsboro with a big win against Arab 2 weeks ago. And now you got this contest. And Scottsboro's quarterback, Jake Jones, nice pop pass over the middle to Thomas Stewart. He got the offense going. They're top 5 in scoring this season. They would be held scoreless at the half. So Guntersville's quarterback, Eli Morrison, on the bench with his guys saying, we're going to get it done. We're going to find a way. Conversation had to be a good one because Morrison would find Cameron Logan first, and then this deep touchdown to Dadrian Waller. This is not just any team you're playing. You're playing Scottsboro, who is exceptional under head coach Chris Bell. So to hold them scoreless in the first half, impressive. And Guntersville holds Scottsboro to 6 points tonight. These two teams, you'll hear a lot from them coming up this fall in the postseason, but Guntersville gets a big win, 20-6 over at Troy Lee Stadium. And joining us right now, the head coach for our winning team in that contest, it's Lance Reese. Coach Reese, first off, thanks for joining us tonight. Man, that had to be a great atmosphere, and you're playing such an elite opponent tonight, undefeated in the region. Walk us through just the mindset and, of course, the preparation for such a very diverse offense to hold them scoreless when you've come into a contest taking on a team that ranks within the top 5 in the state in scoring.
Yes, it was a big challenge to face Scottsboro. You know, they run the double slot option, and we're averaging about 50 points per game, leading 5A. So our guys really knew that we had to have a great week of practice, and our defensive staff came up with a good scheme, and the players really worked hard and executed it well tonight. Second half, we kind of got our offense rolling, so to beat a team like Scottsboro and hold them down with 6 points is great for our program.
Hey, Coach Reese, I do want to ask you, you mentioned the type of offense that Scottsboro and head coach Chris Bell run. They're so devastating. They have so many guys that can take it to the house at any time. Will you, not to get deep into the weeds with X's and O's for everyone here watching us across all of our media platforms tonight, but could you just explain to everyone when you're dealing with such a devastating, diverse offense like this, how important it is with, playing with your eyes, having eye discipline on defense, and being able to execute the game plan on that side of the football when you're dealing with such an offense like this?
Yeah, it's it's a great challenge because it's something the kids don't even see this type of offense on TV much anymore. It's really just the academies that still run this type of option offense. So it really forces you to play responsibility defense. In other words, you've got to have somebody on the fullback dive, the quarterback in the pitch every play, and you've got to read your keys and be sound because the quarterback can really he can do a number of things any different play. So it really puts a lot of stress on us preparation-wise, and our scout team struggles to run that because it's so foreign to them. So there's a reason that they do that, and there's a reason they have success, and I couldn't be prouder of our defensive staff and our players for having such a big night.
Coach Rich, I did want to ask, when you play in big games like this, whether they're out of region, whether they're in region, I always ask coaches, when you come away with a big win, what did you learn from your program that you may not have learned prior to this game, whether it was week 0, was in winter conditioning, the preseason, but overall, when you win a game like this with so much on the line at this point of the season, things that you learned that maybe you were unsure about, you may not have learned before the end of this game tonight?
Well, for one thing, it was a physical football game, and that's something we felt like in the offseason we needed to really improve on, is to play more physically, because the 2 games we had lost last year, we felt like we kind of got out hit, and they were more physical than us. So in order to beat a team like Scottsboro, you've got to kind of match their physicality, and we challenged their offensive line to get the running game going, and our running back, E. Nelson Delva, had 200 yards rushing, and, we did a great job against that Scottsboro offense, but to match their physicality with our own offense as well, it was just a good night for us.
Huge night for Guntersville and head coach Lance Reese. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy this win. Enjoy the weekend. I know you got to get ready for action next week as well, but congratulations on the big win. Enjoy it, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. The head coach of the Guntersville Wildcats victorious tonight against a really good Scottsboro team. This was a Class 5A Region 7 matchup. Guntersville comes away with the win. I want to send a big shout out to everyone watching tonight. We got a lot of folks watching in and around our social and digital platforms tonight. Big shout out. How about Tanya Yancey, showing a little love to the Guntersville Wildcats, saying congratulations. The Guntersville Wildcats so proud of our team, and rightfully so, with the big win tonight. Roberta Smart saying hello. How about Darren Gerardo saying what's up? He's watching tonight. How about a lot of other people? Reggie Fletcher saying good job at Guntersville as well. Nick Law watching. Charles McClain watching. How about Pamela Faddis saying, what up, Carl? one of our co-workers watching this as well. We love her to death. We love Darren to death as well. Shout out to our co-workers here at Channel 48 because we have so many amazing co-workers, employees here at this building, but more importantly, so many people make this show possible, make our 48 Blitz show on our TV platforms, make it work because there's so many games. There's so many logistics that we have to cover to make this happen, but it's all for you, our community, North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley, to showcase all of our student athletes, whether you're on the football field, you're in the stands with the band, you're on the sidelines as a cheerleader, you're a fan, you want to see your respective program on our airwaves. We try to do the best to give you the best for each and every Football Friday under the lights for our 48 Blitz show and our 48 Blitz OT show as well. Where are we going to go next, guys? Let me know. I knew you were going to get that. Get a bit. It's all good. My man Zach McGovern on the ones and twos. Who else is in TNP before we go to this? Carly Lloyd, what's up? Carly Lloyd, one of our producers, she's in the house. We got Clark. Man, we got a whole, everybody's in there tonight, huh? Wow, I like it, I like it. Thanks so much for everyone, once again, doing what they do best, making the best product possible for North Alabama each and every Friday night. Okay, we're going to get back into the highlights because this was an awesome game. There was a battle for first place in this contest. Class 7A Region 4, Madison City Schools Stadium, the site. You got James Clemens hosting undefeated Sparkman. How about Josh Ward? This dude can sling it. He slings the pill. He found Amari Jabbar for the TD. You want more Sparkman? You want more Josh Ward? And do you want more Amari Jabbar? Good, because they're right there on your screen, into your screen, breaking the plane for the score. Jabbar with a 40-plus yard TD, but James Clemens would find a way, folks. How about this big win for the Jets? They win 31-30 in a thriller as they are atop Class 7A Region 4. It is now time for our 48 Blitz Play of the Week nominees, and we start with play number 1, and it's from Tanner High School, and it's wide receiver Skylar Townsend going to bring down the contested catch there for the TD. How about play number 2? Going to come from Mars Hill and their senior quarterback Griffin Hansen. You get loose. 4-6 down the sideline. And last and certainly not least, number 3, it's Gunnersville's Eli Morrison throwing a dime to Dadrian Waller, who hauls it in for 6. So your 3 plays to choose from this week. You got Tanner, you got Mars Hill, and you got Gunnersville. Voting officially open right now. We've made it easy for you to vote. Folks, get your phone out right now. You can minimize this screen and watch. No joke. You can minimize the screen. You can pull up your camera and just scan the QR code. It'll come up. You click the link. It'll send you directly to where you need to go to make your vote count. Voting closes Wednesday at 2. We announce the winner Wednesday night during our 6 p.m. newscast. And with that, we're done. Week 6 in the books. And more importantly, teams are in first place. I'm not saying that the playoff picture has kind of completely been finalized, but things are slowly but surely falling into place. As you head into week 7 and you head into week 8, teams are going to be jockeying for a position for seeding and battling for one of those top 4 seeds. Remember, in the state of Alabama, your top 4 seeds head to the postseason. If you're the winner of a region or you're the 2nd seed, you get to host in round 1. If you're seed 3 and 4, you have to go on the road to face another region within your respective classification, as everyone makes the march toward the Super 7 championships this season in the first week of December. That's our show, folks. Been a great, great night of high school football, thrilling games. Congrats to all of our teams for another amazing week of ball. We will see you back here next Friday night for week 7 of 48 Blitz. Good night, everyone.